Very good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Everyone fine? So today we'll be starting our CA Inter class for Advanced Accounting. Advanced Accounting is paper 1 of CA Inter. Paper 1. Now, the name is what? Advanced Accounting. So from the name only fear will come. Advanced Accounting. Correct? Now, what was the name of the subject of accounts in CA Foundation? No, no, no. No, no, no. It was what? Principle and practice of what? Accounting means fundamentals. Means can I say in foundation you have done fundamentals of accounting, and now we'll shift to what? The advanced version of that accounting. However, believe me, you delete advanced from this. It is only simple accounting that you will be able to understand when we will complete the entire syllabus. It is not advanced, it is simple only. Can I say anything is simple once you have understood? If you are not understanding, then so I will say table 1 was also difficult. Table 1. Bole yes or no? If you are not able to understand that, then 1 1 ja 1, 1 1, 1 2 ja 2. That was also difficult at time, but once you have understood, it become easy. You started your education from A for what? Apple. That time that was very difficult. And learning the spelling of apple was very difficult. But now it become easy. So can you say once you understood what we need to learn and we have understood, then it become easy. So can I say without studying and without understanding, can I say we should not say that it is difficult. Once we taken the class and we have done the revision of that, then only we can decide whether it is easy or not easy. Am I right or not? Means suppose you came to CA Inter. I hope you all have discussed with your senior or any of the member of chartered accountant. If you know any person who is related to and he is a chartered accountant, or you may be discussing with the person who are doing CA, or you may be also discussing with the person who have never been able to clear CA. Correct? Not you might have met many persons. So what is the viewpoint of them? Is CA is a tough paper or CA is a easy exam? Is tough exam or easy exam? What they call? CA is tough or easy? CA is a tough or easy exam? Everyone is saying CA is tough, but that is based on their experience, not your experience. Because they felt it is tough, so why they felt it is tough? That is their viewpoint, not your viewpoint. Can you see? We should not make any conclusion by taking others' viewpoint. It is quite possible they have not studied what was the required, and because of that reason they felt CA is tough. Quite possible, na? Am I right or not? Means if you ask me, I will never say CA is tough. Ask me right now. पूछो पूछो ना पूछो whether CA is tough. So my answer is that CA is not tough if you have two quality. The two quality is important. Now we need to understand whether you have that quality or whether you can build that quality. Right? It might happen right now you do not have that quality, but if you can build that quality, then CA is easy. Two quality you must have. One is what? Dedication. You must be dedicated towards CA. Dedicated towards CA, not to someone else. Am I right? So if you are dedicated to CA, means this is the only option in your life. There is no other option. Means you have no other option. You have only one option to become CA. Then it is very easy. So you must be dedicated. You must be dedicated. Correct? Second, I will say you must be what? Have patience. Have patience. Why patience? Because syllabus is vast. Syllabus is vast. If you can have patience, and you are consistent with the study, it is very easy. If you are not consistent, if you lose your patience, so you may be deviate from your path. You may lose your track. If you lose your track, then something will happen. Otherwise, believe me, CA exam is very easy. Understood? Just try to understand. You have already passed three important exams of your life. Three very important exams of your life. First, class 10th exam. My question to you, whether class 10th exam was important or not important for your life? Important or not important? Important. Your parents used to say you need to get good marks, good marks, good marks, morning to night. अरे पढ़ ले, study. बोलना yes or no? And you pass that exam without any difficulty. Whether there was any difficulty, you passed that exam or not. So one of the important exam you passed without any difficulty. Everyone have passed, na? I also passed. Then came class 12 exam. That is also very important exam of your life. Everyone used to say class 12 will decide your career. Your future is based on what class 12. Am I right or not? That was also very important exam. That also you passed with difficulty, without difficulty. Without difficulty. Maja aaya. You enjoyed your life or not? You enjoyed your life? Correct? Then came CA Foundation and you are in CA Inter. It means you have passed that exam. There may be some student from direct entry, okay, but they are also graduate. So first year they pass, second year they pass. So you pass CA Foundation. Everyone used to say it is a toughest. It is also was. Everyone used to, when you came to CA Foundation, what everyone informed you? Tough only. Foundation is tough, and you pass that exam. If you pass that exam, it means if you can pass class 10, you can pass class 12. If you can pass class CA Foundation exam, you can pass what CA Inter also. If you can, and if you pass CA Inter, you come to CA Final, you pass CA Final also. Am I right or not? It means the word difficult, it is difficult stuff should come after the assessment of syllabus. It should not be based on other viewpoint. So till now you don't know what is the syllabus of CA Inter. Already your some subject has been started. What you felt? The teacher has started that subject. This is the first class of advanced accounting, but other subject already started. Whatever classes has been done, have you enjoyed or not? You enjoyed means you are understanding, and if you are understanding, how it can be difficult? How it can be difficult? It cannot be difficult, na? Understood. Today, one commitment you will give me that never you will say in your life CA is difficult. Because once you say this is difficult, then it will become difficult. It will become difficult. Understood? Correct. Acha, have you played any time any outdoor game? Which outdoor game you like? Cricket, football, basketball, badminton, what else? Whatever. You might be playing badminton, you might be playing cricket, you might be football, you might be basketball, whatever. My question to you are at the end, whatever will happen, that is something, whether you lose or you will win. But while playing the game, you are enjoying or not enjoying? You are enjoying the game? The result may be anything. The result may be anything. And it might happen you are not perfect in that game. You are playing, but you are not perfect. Suppose you are playing cricket. You are not a perfect batsman, but a first ball you will try to hit six or not. You have that confidence. अरे मारेंगे भाई. बोलना yes or no? You have that confidence in the first ball कि एक बार तो six. That hope you have. And because of that hope, sometimes you have hit also. That's 6. Am I right or not? So right now, one hope should be there that yes, I will and I will definitely become C. This hope should be from the first day and it should be consistently till you become CA. Till you become CA. I always say CA Inter is the actually the start of CA journey. CA Inter is the start of the journey. CA Foundation was an entry exam. Means CA Foundation was an exam to understand that you are capable of doing CA and the others are not capable of doing CA. Only this much. So one thing that you are capable of doing CA. One thing is pakka that you are capable of doing CA. And of course those who are from direct entry. So of course one thing is clear that direct entry students have more knowledge than CA Foundation students do. They should not be also of any fear. Because those students who are from CA Foundation, those students from direct entry, of course direct entry has done more study than what CA Foundation student. So you should not be also worried about anything. But right now all are same. Whether you came from CA Foundation or direct entry. Will not distinguish, you will also not distinguish among yourself. All are same. Got it? Okay. Let me first introduce about the batch. Advanced accounting. Means what I will do, what I will not do. My name is CA Chiranjeev Jain. Correct? Let me introduce myself also. So my name is CA Chiranjeev Jain. I am chartered accountant. Of course, prefix was CA, so understood that I am chartered accountant. I became chartered accountant in the year 2005. Means the attempt was November 2005. Result came in 2006. One of the most happiest day of my life. 2006 year. Correct? That day will come to you also. And you are here for that day only. Correct now. And believe me, that day will become the happiest day of your life. No other day can compensate that day. Not only yours life, it will be the happiest day of your parents' life also. Understood? Correct. After becoming CA, I have done what? 1 year job in Deloitte. Then I left it. I understood I am not made for work. Anywhere I can't become employee. I understood in the first year. Then I started teaching. From that day till now, I am teaching. Which is around almost more than 15 years. I am teaching. I am teaching accounts at all level. Initially, I used to teach at CA Foundation level also, but now I am not teaching that much CA Foundation. But inter and final, I am teaching CA inter and CA final. Correct? Now, coming to subject, already I have said paper 1 advanced accounting. Accounting, can I say the core subject for a chartered accountancy? It is a core subject. In chartered accountancy, the name is what? Accountancy. Of course, accounts become the core subject of your life. And this is the only subject apart from, yes, one more subject, audit, which will become the backbone of a chartered accounting. Means accounting and audit is bread and butter for us. Is bread and butter for us. Without accounting knowledge, you can't do anything. Even though if you want to learn income tax, you should have what? Knowledge of accounting. Whatever you are doing in law, that will be applied in accounting. Correct. FM is nothing but financial statement analysis. So after becoming expert in accounting, then only you can analyze what financial statement. That is your one subject, financial management, coming soon in your life. Audit you can do only after expert knowledge of accounting only. What is audit? You will be able to understand when audit faculty will come. Means this account become the core area of your life. And can I say in this accounting subject you should be expert? Don't worry, I will make you expert. Understood? I will make you expert in accounting. Correct? Before coming to the subject area, already we have understood that this is paper 1 advanced accounting. And of course this batch is a regular batch. When I say regular batch means what? He will cover entire syllabus. This is not a crash batch, this is not exam oriented batch, nothing, this is a regular batch. We'll go as per our pace. Till you understand, I'm not going to shift to another topic. You are not able to understand, I will teach till you say yes sir, chalo. Understood? Correct. But whatever I will teach, you will be able to understand in the first moment only. So regular batch means entire syllabus of as per ICA will be covered. All the questions will be taken into consideration. All the questions of revision test paper, model test paper, exam paper will be also taken into consideration. However, similar question I will be given as homework. So similar question will not do in class. Similar question you will do as a homework. Correct? Yes, sir. This batch is applicable for what? May 2024 attempt as per new scheme of syllabus. So the first batch under new scheme. So you are the first student who will be appearing for the first time under new scheme, May 2024 attempt. Of course, the syllabus will remain same for onward exam also. So of course, any student who is for onward exam also can listen these classes because we are also recording these classes. So recorded classes will be available to anyone who can what listen these classes. Now it is quite possible, just try to understand, there might be some amendment, but amendment will not be for May 24 attempt. For November 24 and onward attempt there can be amendment. It is quite possible that you are right now here for May 24 exam, but life has many other circumstances may come in future. If any case you are writing November 24th amendment, don't worry, that is our responsibility to provide you without any cost. Understood? We will provide you every amendment, but of course our targets will be May 24th. We should not think about amendment only. Correct? Only just a clarification about amendment I am doing. The duration, because this is the first batch we are taking under new scheme, I can't say the exact number of hours, but it will be around 160 to 180, whatever I have calculated. 160 hour to 180 hours. It will be between that hours. Our batch timing will be means it will be 2.5 hours. So the batch 1 day class will be either 2.5, it is 2.5 hours. In between that will take one class. So you can calculate number of days based on that. Medium will be totally English. All the explanation will be given in English in the class. Correct. Now we'll also provide you backup. Backup means 50% backup hours will be provided to you. Understood? Backup hours means the total number of hours is suppose 160 to 80 hours will provide recorded video to you. In case you want to do revision from that, any topic which you have not understood or which you have forgotten can be revised from that recorded classes. In case you are not able to attend the class today, so you can also listen that class anytime as per your time convenience from the backup classes. Understood? We have said 50% hours, so 50% hours will be provided to you. Don't worry. If suppose you want 60%, we will extend that. Nothing to worry about that. Understood? But of course, CA interest student do not require this backup hour because you will be regular in class. But in case you are not able to come, then that backup class will be very much useful. Now, as per book is concerned, we will provide you two type of books. One is accounting standard books. Now, what is accounting standard? You might be knowing, but you might not be knowing also. So, when I will start accounting standard, I will say what is accounting standard. Correct. And then there are many chapters also. For that, we'll provide you one type of question bank. I mean, right now the book is under preparation, so I don't know exactly how many volume I provide, but it can be in 3 volume, volume 1, 2, 3. But it might be volume 4 also, depending upon the number of pages. Number of pages. Right now we have only completed our volume 1. So volume 1, 2, 3 will come to you. It can be volume 4 also. Understood? Correct. Coverage of this book, nothing to worry. It will complete all the coverage of ICA study material. RTP means what? revision test paper. MTP means what? Model test paper, an exam question. And also I have taken some question from other sources, means from old syllabus, etc. So I have taken some good quality of question from other sources also, means all the research I have done. You need to only study. You need to study. Correct. Just try to understand, to pass the examination. One of the important factors is ICS study material. We should always study from ICS study material, but we don't study. Why? Because we are taking what classes, and if you are taking classes, you are dependent on faculty study material. So of course, you will be learning from my study material because I will provide you. Correct. And we have compiled in such a way that it will cover all the concept, all the content, all the questions of ICS study material. Means from advanced accounting and other subject also, whatever you are taking in our institute, you are not supposed to worry about ICS study material. Everything will be covered. Everything will be covered. Okay, sir? Yes. Now, what about doubt? Of course, face-to-face student can clear all your doubt in the class, during the class, correct? After the class, before the class, whenever I am available with you, correct? Understood. However, we'll also provide you one Telegram group link, correct? In that you can ask any doubt whenever you are studying. Don't worry, I will respond you in that Telegram group by way of message. Understood? To suppose you are doing some self study about some chapter, you have some doubt, immediately ask the doubt. If I am free, I will answer that doubt. Correct? Call, suppose it might happen that you are not able to understand one particular point when I am not available. Normally it will happen after the batch is completed, or once the group 1 is completed, you started group 1 revision. That time this situation might come, and I'm not able to, means you are not able to understand with Telegram group message, you require some call. So don't worry, in Telegram group, if you ask me, sir, I want to have a call with you, don't worry, I'll give you the number, so I'll give you right now only. Understood? I'll give a proper time. At that time you can call me. I will, if you call me, I'll come, means I will respond. Okay? Understood? WhatsApp group also I will create one, but WhatsApp group is normally for personal interaction. Okay, na? So WhatsApp group normally I don't refer for doubt session. Okay, na? Any personal type of query, correct? Now you want to invite me in your marriage, then in that WhatsApp group you can invite everyone. Okay, after becoming CA, तो of course मजा आएगा ही ना, बोलना. Yes sir, correct. Now test, about the test. So test will be conducted. How many tests I will conduct? So at least I will say more or less 8 to 9 chapter wise test I will conduct. That will be decided by me when I will conduct test. Timing I will decide. Chapter I will decide. Whenever I will announce, you need to write down the test. And of course, once the entire syllabus will be completed, one grand test will be also taken. Immediately after exam, some days will be given for revision purpose, and then one more test will be taken just immediately before exam. The test will be conducted. Understood? For the test, we'll provide you suggested solution. Correct? Now you can refer that, and of course we'll discuss that test paper if you have any doubt. So test will be also conducted. Target. What is the target of this batch? So target is what? We will not think beyond what? We will not think below what? 60%. Means ICI says 60% or more than 60%, more than 60% is an excellent marks. Correct? You also know that point. So will not think below what? 60%. So of course it is more than what? 60% anytime. But 60% in accounts, अरे यार मजा नहीं आएगा sir. In account 60%, sir, increase the target, sir. What, sir? What you are saying 60%? मजा नहीं आ रहा है sir. So let's pick some target which we can achieve, Whenever we say the target should be always higher limit. For example, you went to what? Football match. The target is what? How many goals? As many as possible. Or you say no, today we will not fix any goal. You went to cricket match. How many six? As much as you can ना. और no, today तो only 167. ऐसा तो ना होता है. और this much run, today only one run. और how many run? 100 ना. More than 100 you will fix. 100 means what? मजा आ रहा. You raise your hand. So here also target should be at higher limit. So can you say we should not relax what? Below what? 90? 90 marks. Am I right or not? बस smile कर दे भाई. Little smile. Smile. So can you say target should be not 60, it should be 90. Because when you fix more than 90, yeah, more than 90, not 90, more than 90. If you fix the target, you'll think about that. Otherwise, you'll not think about that. Write down in your class notes. Write down. Target is what? Advanced accounting 90%. 90% means more than 90%, not less than 90%. Okay. First page write down. Target is what? 90%. Every day when you'll open it, you'll see it na. Am I right or not? So when you see it, you will have some belief. That belief will come. And when you see it, so of course you'll work for that. And that is required. That is required. Okay. Understood? So target we have already fixed. But whether it is possible? Of course it is possible. Why it is not possible? In CA final I got 93 in account. In CA final I got. This is to intern na. So if I can, so you can also. If I can, so you can also. Na simple na. I was not Paramatma na. I was not Paramatma that time. I was just like you, Atma only. Everyone is Atma here na. अरे बोल दे yes or no. So if this simple Atma can get, so you can also get na. And right now don't compare. Right now I am chartered accountant. You might think he is a teacher. He is so much knowledge about account. That also requires practice. Within 15 years I become expert in accounting. So you can't compare myself with you right now. But you can compare that time when I have done CA inter with you at that time. I was like you only. Correct? Understood? So of course 90%, but whether it is possible 100% possible, you can easily get 90% mark. But something is required. What is something? That you should do something. You should follow some rules. Follow it, you'll get. If you will not follow, the how you will get. Simple now. Just try to. There is one saying that maximum. If you the you can maximize your gain if you increase your pain right now. As much as you are getting pain, that much gain will be received in future. Understood? Pain does not mean you need to die, huh? Pain means sacrifice. Pain here means sacrifice. If you can sacrifice something, you'll become CEO. You'll become CEO. Understood? And if you're not sacrificing, then of course, either it will take some time or some difficulty will come. Correct? So first do what? First you need to be regular. Regular in your studies. Regular in your class. This is the first important point. So regular does not mean you need to attend everyday class. It is quite possible in unusual circumstances you are not able to come in the class. Quite possible na. After COVID-19 we understood that life is uncertain. Anything can happen at any point of time. Am I right or not? So regular does not mean that you need to attend class. Even though you are not attending, you need to complete your class. Means whatever I have done in the class, that you should complete by backup classes. That will be your duty. If you suppose 10 days you went outside due to some family requirement, quite possible. You can't avoid it. Now you got some fever, etc. You can't come in the class. Possible or not? So 10 days if you are not able to come in the class, this will be your responsibility to complete the entire syllabus, whatever has been done in the class through backup classes. That will not force you now. You need to force yourself to study. How? You decide. How to complete that? You need to decide. Because this is your life. You need to become Sina. Your life, your career. You need to decide whether to study or not to study. Correct. Regular. Regular means whatever has been completed in class should be completed as soon as possible. But just try to understand, whatever you are doing class, that is not completed till you revise it. Means in class you are understanding, but understanding will not help you in exam. For the revision and practice is required. And revision and practice is the key point for the success. You know Sachin Tendulkar? He was playing for his 100th century. You know in total he has 100 century. That you know? You don't know about Sachin Tendulkar? You know Virat Kohli? Let me take the example of Virat Kohli. At some point of time, he was out of the team. Correct now? Understood? You also don't know about Virat Kohli? Maybe something happened, everyone started saying that he should be out of the team. And I think for some days he was out of the team. Understood? He came back now. Bounced back. Through practice only. Means he was not in the home silent like this. He was practicing. He was practicing to come back again. Such a great player require practice after such success. But till now we have not achieved success. This is the starting point of our success. It requires practice or not. Sachin Tendulkar for 100th century, the day when he scored 100th century, in the morning he was doing net practice. In the morning 4 a.m. he was doing net practice. Whether he require practice? Yes. When he require practice, we to need practice. Bole yes or no? So this is required revision. If you are coming to the class, it will not help you. It will not help you. Self-study is more important. Self-study is more important. Therefore, I said after class, how much time you are giving to yourself, that is more important. In class, you are with us 8 hours. Not relevant. 4 hours studying after class, that is relevant. So we will not come to the class, we will do self-study. But how you will study? Till you understand. In class, you are understanding. You are applying when you are doing self-study. Understood? So this revision is very important. So if suppose your class is up to 4:30, so from 5 till you sleep, I don't know at what time you sleep, but normally on an average, can I say 10? And on average, it can be 11, it can be 12, that you decide. But I think before 10 you don't sleep. So this is the hour which will decide your score in exam. Means 60 will become 90 because of this. And normally students don't think about this. And from the first day, you should be on target. From the first day, today is the first class, you need to use this time today only. Make your habit. Make your habit. Some relaxation time will be there. In this, you make some relaxation. 1 hour relax also. I'm not saying that life should be hectic, no enjoyment. Should go movie also. Sunday you go movie. Don't worry. Enjoy your life also. But whatever time you have planned for study, in that you don't relax. If you have decided that out of 5 to 10, you will study 3 hours. So that 3 hours you need to study. That 3 hours should not be misused. That I am saying. I am not saying don't enjoy your life. If you don't enjoy, it will become what? Monotonous. Life में मजा रहना. Without maja, life will become saja. Understood? Without maja, life will become saja. Painful. Correct? Okay. Then right attitude. From the beginning you should have what? Right attitude. A CA student must have the right attitude. So what is the meaning of right attitude? So we have attitude only. Means I need to explain what is the meaning of right attitude. Nah? Right attitude means 3 quality of a student, CA student. I'll just give you three quality. If you can manage that consistently, it will help you. First, in class, always participate. Participation is required. Not only in class, everywhere, participate. Understood? Understood? Means in class, I have asked question, even though you don't know answer. Participate, na. Participate. I'm not saying say correct answer. Participating is something different and giving correct answer is something different. Are you able to understand? Are you able to follow me? So I'm saying participate. Means if you don't know, then also try to answer that. For example, let me ask you, I will ask you one question related to account. You may be knowing, you may not be knowing. Can I ask one question? If you permit? There is nothing to demotivate if you don't know the answer. Because I am there for you. I am there for you. Correct? My question is that, do you know real account? Yeah. You know real account? What is the meaning of real account? What is the meaning of a real account? First, whenever I'm asking, have patience, raise your hand. Because others are there also. You are not the only person, have patience. Because there should be some quality also. Correct? Understood? Till I ask, you should not respond. Okay? You should raise your hand. What is a real account? I said participate. I need to understand who are participating now. If someone will say answer without participating, I will say others are not participating. Correct? So participate. Participate means what? Try. Try. You have done foundation. You know it. Right now you are not getting it. अरे वाह क्या हो गया? You know real account na? Participate. Raise your hand. Everyone raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Now you need to answer if I am saying you. Correct? मजा आएगा. Understood? You say what is real account? Means you are saying asset of a business are real account. Assets of a business are real account. All assets of business are real account. Yes, sir. Think once again. So one answer I get, all assets of a business are a real account. I don't know whether it is correct or wrong. But participated na. Means if it is a question of 5 marks, 1 marks to milega na. 1 marks is very important for CA. Because 1 marks decides 6 months. So every marks count in exam. In CA, out of 300, 150 is pass and 149 is no mercy. Understood? So every marks count. What do you want to say about real account? Means anyone want to give different answer, then only I will ask. Otherwise, it will waste the time of the class. Well, means you are saying only tangible assets are real account. Means intangible assets are not real account. You are saying only tangible. So I have got answer done na? Means I got one more answer. He is saying all asset and he is saying only tangible asset. Any other answer? Like, huh? Asset which are not in a personal account. This become perfect answer. This is correct answer. So from you, I got answer that is participation. Your answer may be correct. Your answer may be wrong. Who will decide that? Examiner. Right now in class, so I will decide. In exam, who will decide? Examiner. You are not supposed to decide whether it is tough or easy. Answer it. This is the right attitude. 100% correct answer. It is not all asset. It is all asset except asset which are personal account. Means debtor. That is also an asset. Yes or no? But whether it is a real account, it is a personal account. Understood? So all asset except receivable, debt. So debt or receivable is a personal account, and therefore that are not a real account. Perfect definition. And believe me, this question I asked at CA finance students are not able to do. Means CA finance students are also not able to answer what is real account. Means you are better than them na. बोलना yes or no? Till now you have not written CA inter exam and you are able to answer either partially or fully correct. So you are better than whom? The student who passed CA inter. Am I right or not? Correct. And believe me, what I think CA inter, CA inter, CA final, there is no much difference. Difference is only what they pass CA inter, you have not passed, you have not written in CA inter exam. This is only difference. You come to my CA final class, you will be able to understand whatever I am teaching. One day you come to my CA final class and just experience now whether you are able to understand or not. You will be able to understand, which you can understand anything, provided it is given in correct way. Means you have a potential to learn CA final syllabus right now, but you have no eligibility. You don't have the eligibility. Am I right or not? And no, I am not kidding, huh? Someday if you want to come my CA final class, you will be able to understand whatever I am teaching. Experience karna? You want to experience? Are bol de yes ya no? Someday we'll take. Let us experience that, and believe me, you will be able to understand. It means you have potential to understand anything or not, but eligibility नहीं है. Eligibility नहीं है. My son is right now in class 7. He is not eligible to learn accounts or not. I am teaching accounts. And he is understanding. No, no. He has a potential to understand or not. Yes. At the age of what? 12. Right now he is 11 or 12, mid of that. Correct now. Father now don't know the correct age. But he is not eligible to study now. But he is understanding everything. Whatever I teach, I've given my recorded classes of CA Foundation, recorded classes. He is understanding. And he is saying, sir, maza aa raha hai, papa. One thing, you can learn anything, provided you have intention to learn. If you don't have intention to learn, then so God can't do anything for you. Are you getting right attitude? Only first day I say I will discuss this thing. Once I start teaching, then I will teach only. Only first day I talk. Because you should know what is the correct approach for CA inter. Then participation, you understood? Correct. Then mistakes. Enjoy your mistakes. Enjoy your mistakes. Commit mistakes. Can I say when you will participate, you may commit some mistake. Enjoy it, but rectify it as soon as possible. Can I say we are born to do mistakes only, and we learn from what mistakes? So we should give more importance to mistakes only. Understood? We are born to do mistakes and we learn from mistakes. So when you are committing mistake, be happy. So the next time you will not commit that mistakes. So whenever you are doing mistake, highlight it. Normally we don't highlight our mistakes, we erase it. Don't erase it. Because that is a signal that when you do self-study, you need to focus on that point. You need to focus on that point wherever you are doing wherever you are doing mistakes. Start loving your mistakes. Understood? So there is nothing harm to say wrong answer, but in rectify it as soon as possible. Means once the exam will come, you should be fully rectified. So whenever you are doing mistake, circle it. Give star mark. Understood? Then, last, which is very important, ask doubts. Whatever doubt is coming in your mind, you need to ask. Any single doubt, whether it is complex doubt, whether it is simple doubt, whether it is silly doubt, banana doubt, whatever doubt about subject matter, huh? You have a right to ask doubt. You have a right and have an obligation to answer. You have a right and I have a obligation. Who is more powerful? You are more powerful, huh? You are more powerful, huh? You have a right and I have an obligation. I have an obligation. I will answer. Got it? Understood? And if I am not answering, you have a right to file a case against me. Huh? That means right you have. Am I right or not? So ask. Okay, I will answer. But subject related. Sometime what happen in class, if I will think that this doubt is not relevant right now, I will say that this doubt will be automatically cleared in future class. Because I need to also think about class timing. So I will not waste time if that is a future doubt. So sometime you ask doubt which is related to my future concept, so I will postpone it, but write down that doubt. The sir said future, the future should come. Am I right or not? Correct. Means I should not exit from that doubt. Understood? These three quality if you have, then your study will become very simple. First what? First why I say participate. Second what? Love your mistakes. Don't escape from your mistakes. Last, doubt. Means you should clear all your doubt, whatever is coming in your mind. And for that you have given fees. Correct? Then what you should not do. This is very difficult to avoid. Very difficult to avoid nowadays. Correct. First, avoid negative people. In CA now, 90% are negative people. CA is tough. How you will pass CA inter? CA studies very vast. We don't have time only. Full surrounded by negative people. And I think you have experienced also. Have you experienced that? I think no one has said that you will pass in first attempt. Anyone has said? Except your parents, your relative, immediate relative. How you pass CA foundation in first attempt? How it is possible? My son has taken 5 attempts. How it is possible? First question mark, doubting you, na? He's doubting you. Who are you to doubt about my performance? Negative people. Avoid that negative. Your immediate friend can influence you negatively. Avoid him. सीए बनने के बाद सब दोस्त बन जाते. If you are not able to become CA, everyone will leave you. Avoid. If he is not influencing you in a positive way, avoid him. Understood? You can't avoid your relative, but you can ignore him, ignore her, start ignoring. Means, okay, namaste, bye bye, ignore. Correct. Avoid negative people. Avoid social media. Sir, this is not possible, sir. Means, do you use Facebook? Achha, very good. You do. No one use Facebook. You don't have Facebook ID. Have, but you don't use. Means you have deleted from your mobile. Arey wah wah wah. Sir, it is there, but we don't use. Matlab, what do you think about me? Arey, you use re. Delete it. Then I will say you are not using it, na? Delete it. Delete. हाँ, अच्छा चलो, I will take. I don't want to force you because if I'll force you, it will again come back. It will again. Once you think, you delete. You have Instagram ID. That मजा आता है ना सर. Reels are there. सर मजा आता है सर. क्या क्या डांस होते हैं सर. मतलब कितना मजेदार चीज है Instagram. Means you'll not believe कि you will start watching Instagram, you're half an hour gone and you are in that video only. ऐसा हुआ? Delete it. Not at all relevant for you. Not at all. Understood? So whatever social media unwanted thing that will create 1 second negative in your life because you think about them who is not important in your life. You're thinking about them and therefore you are watching them. Right now you don't have time. And believe me, you should become so great that others should watch you. You should not follow others. Others should follow you. Make that dream. Stop following others. Stop following others. Understood? Correct? अरे बोला रे. I don't give a damn importance to anyone who is not important enough in my life. Correct? One day I was going to some five-star hotel. I went with my wife. There was one cricket player. I forgot the name. Irfan Pathan. So my wife said, "Oh, Irfan Pathan." Who is Irfan Pathan? So go. What? He will come to me now. Why I will go? I am also Chiranjeev Jain. I said to my wife, but my wife, I can't take pangana. She forced me and एक हो गया. वाइफ को तो नहीं बोल सकते नाना. But just try to understand. My first answer, who is Irfan Pathan? Why I'll go? He should come to me. Am I right or not? I am 100% right. I don't know who is Irfan Pathan. And he is not important in my life. Understood? Avoid social media. I will ask after 7 days the same question. Whether you have deleted or not deleted. Okay? If you are not deleting, means you are not committed to become CEO. If you are not committed, I don't know what will happen. Commitment from first day. Commitment from first day. Avoid making excuse. Now no excuse. I have given homework. If you have not completed, don't give any excuse. Sir, no time, sir. No sleep, sir. Nothing, sir. Relative came, sir. There, sir. Marriage party, sir. This party. This all are excuse. You want to do homework? Take your notes in marriage party. Do homework there. Yes. Why not? Why not? Why not? This is your career. Let others laugh. You need to become CNA. You will not pass. They will laugh on you. They will say about you. Am I right or not? When my CA final exam was going on, just before that exam, my brother got engaged. Engagement ceremony. He called me. Bola, huh? How can I come? I was in Delhi that time studying Delhi. My native place is in West Bengal. How can I come? If I'll go, then the first entire work I need to do. After 1 month exam is there. What is important? His engagement is important. My exam is important. For him, okay. Exam will come after every attempt. But for me, one attempt only, na. I said no. No, I can't come. 6 months, no, no talking. Cut. Once I become CA, Arey, you become CA. Ah, life will change drastically. Life will change Sacrifice, but don't give excuse. Don't give excuse. I don't want any excuse from you. If you don't have time, sleep for less hours. But homework should be completed. Whatever homework, I will not give homework much. But if I say yes, do it, do it. If you are sleeping for 7 hours, start sleeping for 6 hours. If you are sleeping for 6 hours, start sleeping for 5 hours. If you are sleeping for 5 hours, start sleeping 4 hours. Even though you sleep for 4 hours, you will not die, huh? You will not die. You die. So if you don't have time, decrease your sleep time, but complete your home. करोगे. If you'll do it, then you'll get it. I have also done. Every chartered accountant has done this. No one is exception. No one is exception. Huh? Any CA you find, any CA you'll talk, they will say this thing only. Sacrifice. But enjoy your life. I have enjoyed my life. Huh? It does not mean I have not seen any movies that time. It does not mean चलो ठीक है ज़्यादा नहीं बोलता. But I have enjoyed my life. But I was committed to become CA. First preference will be given to what? CA. Then once done studies, then next preference. Anyone else? Got it? Have you understood? Have you understood? Have you understood? Have you understood? Correct? Last point what I have said, I actually don't like this. Got it? Yes, sir. Any query of other than subject related doubt. Subject to I am there. Any query apart from subject related doubt, this is the number of my team you can ask. Understood? My number you want, I'll give on the first day. First day I am giving, huh? Don't share with anyone, huh? Correct? Write down. However, I will open one group only, there you'll find out, but write down. 7731007722. It's my personal number, huh? But don't disturb me much, huh? Unnecessary. For any doubt which is not related to subject, because that I also don't know. Suppose you are finding any difficulty in class or whatever, contact this number, or automatically that message will come to me. Automatically that message will come to me. Understood? You have not received books, whatever, contact this number. Okay? Website to this is my website also, but you don't require website now because I am there with you. Correct? Got it? Yes, sir. Sir, पढ़ाओ ना sir. क्या sir आदमी? क्या sir? Today I will not teach much. Now, what is the syllabus of advanced accounting? But I will not say anything about syllabus right now. What I will do before going to CA Inter, I will teach you some concept of what? CA Foundation, which I feel is required, and which I feel you might be not knowing in that conceptual way, which I feel you might be knowing also, because this is my class, so I will decide now what to teach, what not to teach. So I will say I don't know how many class it will take, but today we'll start teaching CA Foundation basics. Once I understood, now you are comfortable with me, you are able to understand me, I will enter CA Inter, I will enter CA Inter, and then maja aayega. So right now I will not discuss what is the content of advanced accounting syllabus, because I mean that also I will give you what is the content of the syllabus. But today I will start CA Foundation. Are you ready? Ready. The first concept, this all are CA Foundation. You can start writing. Whatever I writing good handwriting, this is my good handwriting. This is my, so whatever I writing good handwriting. If you want to write, write. If you don't want to write, then also write. Okay? Correct? The CA foundation. First, बताओ, what is the approach of recording in journal? There are two approach of recording. Am I right or not? What are two approach? Very good. One is known as what? Traditional approach. And one is known as what? That is known as accounting equation approach. Which one you have followed? Which one you have followed? Traditional or accounting equation approach? Huh? You all have followed accounting equation approach? Very good. Traditional approach means what? Golden rules of accounting. And accounting equation means what? Modern rules. Okay. First we'll start traditional approach. Only a discussion. Traditional approach. In traditional approach, all the account. What is the meaning of accounts? Account means what? What is the meaning of account? What is the meaning of account? Name of a person. Account means what? Account means a T-shape format. This is account. It can be any account. RAM account, Syam account, salary account, rent account, personal account, whatever account. Having debit side where? Where left hand side is what? Debit. And right hand side is what? Credit. This is account. T-shape format having two sides. Left side is what? Debit. And right side is what? Credit. Right? You are not writing, but right. This is my good handwriting. Understood? So account means T-shape format. So we are discussing about account. So how many types of accounts? How many types of account? Actually there are two types. Personal and impersonal. Personal account and impersonal account. Personal account means what? Related to any person. Any person. Now this person can be what? Either natural person. Yes or no? Or what? Artificial person. Or what? Representative person. Correct. Understood? Can you give me some example of natural person? Ram, Syam, Ghanshyam. Means any person, whether it is what? Individual we can say. Artificial person. Company is an artificial person. Partnership firm is an artificial person. Any organization is an artificial person. For example, school account, political party account, whatever. Any organization is what? Artificial person. Correct. Representative person. Creditor. Creditor. Correct. But creditor is not an account. Creditor is what? A heading in which we write many personal account. But if you are opening creditor account only, it become a representative personal account. चलो ठीक है मान लिया. Any more example? Bank account. Bank account represents all bank. Capital account. Capital account represents owner. Drawing account. Drawing account also represents owner. These are all our representative personal account. So can I say These are, it can be any type, natural person, artificial person, or representative person. Impersonal account are of two types. One is real account, one is what? Nominal account. So real account means what? All asset of a business except what? Debt. That means receivable. That means what? Anything receivable. So receivable means what? Personal account. For example, debtor or any loan given account. If you have given loan to your employee, that is also what? A personal account. So that is receivable. So that is not real account. Apart from that, all asset will be what? Real account. Means we can see it consists of both tangible and intangible asset. Tangible as well as intangible asset. Tangible means property account, plant account, or any equipment account, inventory account, etc. Intangible, you know many example, you are expert in that. Goodwill, trademark, patent, etc. छोड़ो, ठीक है, you know. Nominal account means what? All income and expense. All income and expense. Any income, any expense will be what? Nominal account. When I say income, income includes what? Includes what? Gain. So there is no need to say separately gain. Income include gains. And when I say expense, expense includes what? Loss. Understood. So there is no need to say separately loss. Income include gains, expense include loss. Correct. Can I say this nominal account will be recorded in which statement? It is recorded in statement of PL. SOPL means what? Statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss. And this personal account, real account will be recorded where? Balance sheet. Will be recorded in balance sheet. Yes, sir. Understood. Now, can you give me fast what is the golden rules? Golden rules. So we have some rules for accounting, means for recording. First, what is the golden rules of personal account? Very good. You all know everything. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Very good. Real account, debit what comes in, pakka, and credit what, pakka. I don't know. Huh? Whatever you are saying, I'm writing. Because you have done CA foundation, I don't teach CA foundation. Huh? Correct. And nominal account means what? Debit all expenses and credit all incomes. Understood? Correct. Bata. So that is debit a receiver. That debit a receiver. What do you mean by this? Debit a receiver. Debit a receiver from whom? Debit a receiver from whom? Yeah, credit a giver to whom? Means you are saying debit or receiver. So receiver from whom? Who is that giver? You. You are who? Business. Very good. देखो exact thing. Confusion. There is a confusion. Something is coming from you only. Huh? It happens when you are participating. Participating. बोले या सुनो? You know, but it might happen you don't know exact answer. For CA, we want exact answer. Understood? Correct? So debit receiver from whom? From business na means the from the business for whom we are doing accounting. So if I am saying Ram and Company is the business for which we are doing accounting, so debit a receiver from Ram and Company, credit a giver to Ram and Company, debit what comes in Ram and Company, credit what goes to Ram and Company, credit what goes out from what Ram and Company. Understood? So Ram and Company is the business for which we are doing accounting. Understood? Correct? So from what? Business. Credit a giver to what? Business. Debit what comes in what? Business. Credit what goes out what? Business. Debit all expenses of what? Business. Credit all incomes of what? Business. Understood is fine? Correct. Yes, sir. So this was what a traditional approach. Let us come to what? Accounting equation approach. Correct? Right on. This was traditional approach. Point number A we have done. Right on. Point number B. Accounting equation approach. Now what is the accounting equation we have? Asset is equal to liability. Capital. But the correct equation is what? Equity plus liability is equal to asset. This is the correct equation. Means equity is a wider term. Capital is a part of what equity. However, interchangeably in CA foundation we say capital is equal to as capital plus liability is equal to asset. But the correct equation is what? Equity. Now equity means what? Equity means what? Capital plus profit. Correct? Or minus loss. This become equity. So capital means what? Whatever has been contributed by the owner. Suppose we started a business and 1 lakh has been contributed. That is capital. Now, during the course of business, we'll earn some profit. That profit will be added to the capital. Now, that will become equity. So equity means profit has been transferred to what? That capital what has been contributed by the owner. So capital means initial capital. Understood? Have you understood this point? So either there will be profit or loss. Either there will be profit or loss. They cannot be both now. So better you write down profit or loss. They cannot be both. So plus profit, yeah, minus loss. Plus profit, yeah, minus loss. Plus liability is equal to asset. Means can we expand it? There is nothing but capital. Can I say plus profit minus loss means profit or loss is nothing but income minus expense. All income minus expense is profit or loss. If income is more than expense then profit. If income is less than expense then loss. So can I say instead of this can I write down plus income minus expense? Can I write down? Bolo permit or not permitted? Permitted. Plus liability. is equal to asset. Understood? It means if you know the equation, minus if it will be shifted to other side, it will become plus. So can I write on this way? Capital plus income plus liability is equal to asset plus expense. Can we write on this way? And from this will generate some rules. This is accounting equation approach. So what this approach say? This asset and expense will always have what? Debit balance. And this capital income liability will always have what? And from this modern rules will be derived. Means if you open an asset account cannot have credit balance. It will always have what? Debit balance. Similarly, capital, liability and income cannot have debit balance. It can have always what? Credit balance. This is the rule, and rule can't be changed. Understood? Means from this will derive what? Modern rules. Modern rules. बताओ. So for capital, liability and income, rule remains same because they are of same category ना. अरे बोलना रे. बताओ. Increase will be what? Credited, and decrease will be debited. Means increase in capital, increase in liability, increase in income will be what? And reverse decrease. Understood? Similarly, for what? Assets and what? Expense. Reverse rule. Rule is what? Increase in will be and decrease will be credited. Understood? Very simple, simple. We have not entered into CA into syllabus. I'm just revising. You can say revision, or you can say one type of information that this might be used in CA inter class. So I'm making sure that you know this all thing. Otherwise, what will happen? You and I will not match, and for accounting, matching concept is required. Will not match. So conflict. Conflict means what? Accident. Accident means what? Hospital. Understood? Yes, sir. So when I'm teaching, don't think that you don't know. I'm just making sure that you know. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, this become what? Modern rules. And you have applied golden rules or modern rules? All have applied modern rules. Correct? So modern rules need to be applied. Means golden rules have many limitations. Means all transaction cannot be recorded with what? Golden rules. All transaction cannot be recorded with golden rules. Correct? Yes, sir. Correct. Understood. Means a simple transaction. I'm just giving few examples. Example number one. Purchase of furniture in credit of rupees 1 lakh. So what journal entry you'll do? Furniture account debit to what? Creditor. I will not call it creditor because creditor means is a person to whom some inventory, from whom some inventory has been purchased, and furniture is not a inventory. So we'll say payable. Some amount is payable, na? Some amount is payable. Understood? Correct. 1 lakh. बताओ. If you apply golden rules, then furniture is a real account. Correct now. So it is coming in, and payable is what? Which account? Personal account. So debit receiver, credit a giver. So he is giving what? Furniture to business. So that person is a giver of what? Furniture to business. So giver will be created. But if you apply, this is golden rules, modern rules. So modern rules very simple. There is an increase in asset and increase in liability. So increase in asset will be debited and increase in liability will be credited. This becomes very simple. A very basic example I have taken. Correct. Understood. Correct. Yes, sir. Now, example number 2. Have you done the journal entry of bad debt? Bad debt. What journal entry? Bad debt. Account debit to debtor. This journal entry. I think correct. Batao. If you apply golden rules, what is the rules? Batao. Bad debt is a what? Expense or loss, whatever you say, is debited, and debtor is which account? So bad debt was a nominal account, so all expenses debited. Now debtor is a personal account, correct? So debit a receiver, credit a giver. So which rule you have applied? Credit the giver. What he is giving? Credit a giver ना. अरे बोलना रे. The rule is what? Credit the giver. But what he is giving? अरे rules लगाओ ना. He is giving or not giving? Therefore loss ना. So credit the giver. He is not giving. So can I say rule failed? Rules failed or not? देखो, you know journal entry, you have done this journal entry, you have derived this journal entry, but can I see you have not derived this journal entry by applying golden rules? Rule failed. Rule failed, and therefore we say don't use this rule in CA Inter. From CA Inter onward, they will not ask golden rules na. All journal entries will be recorded through one rule, that is modern rules. Will follow what? Modern rules. It does not mean you should forget golden rules. Golden is the base of accounting. If somebody asks you, you should know about golden rules. Correct? Understood? So now if you apply what? Modern rules, then it what? It is increase in expense and it is decrease in asset. Increase in expense will be debited and decrease in asset will be credited. Understood? So I have just given the importance of what? Modern rules. Have you understood this? Correct. So first topic done. Any doubt? Any doubt? Second topic. That on accrual concept. Do you know what is accrual concept? What is accrual concept? One by one. How can I listen everyone? I have 2 years and I can listen only one by one, huh? Those who want to say, raise your hand. I can understand who is participating. Simple, na? Who want to say? Present year? Present year income and expense should be recorded in present year. This is periodicity concept. This is not accrual concept. Anyone want to give different answer? One second, please repeat. Whether incurred but not whether. Okay, you are able to say, but that credit is not coming. I have understood emotion because I am teacher na. I can understand your entire emotions. Okay, but if you'll not understand my emotions, you'll get emotions. Okay, so you need to understand my emotions also. Okay, anyone can. Okay, I understand whatever you want to say, that is correct only, but that perfection is not coming. So what does it mean? Chal, देखो. Means one thing I have understood, that you know but you are not able to explain. You are not able to convince other. You know, see, if you know and if you are not able to convince other, it means you don't know. देखो, don't think what bad. But am I right or not? If you know something, but if you are not able to convince, means you will not get marks now. Because you need to convince the examiner. They don't know your face. They know your answer only. I being a teacher, I can understand your emotions. But they are not your teacher now. So if you know, but if you are not able to convince, means it is not correct answer. From exam point of view, ICA exam. In ICA, you don't get marks for correct answer. You get marks for best quality answer. Understood? Are you able to understand? Your answer may be correct, but from your point of view, not from my point of view. Understood? You may be correct. You are thinking you are correct, but I say think no, it is not correct because you are not able to convince me. You need to understand how to write convincing answer. How to write down the convincing answer. Understood? Correct? Because as per accrual concept, income will be recorded. Income will be recorded where? Income will be recorded where? Hmm? In SOPL. Very good. In SOPL, when it is earned, when it is earned, whether received or not received, whether income has been received or not received. Understood? Similarly, expenses will be recorded in SOPL when it is incurred. Incurred we use for expense, earned we use for income. There are two different terms. You can't say income is incurred, income is earned, expense are incurred. Understood? Correct? When it is incurred, whether it is paid or not paid. So when I am saying recorded, recorded in a particular year, particular period, as per periodicity concept. So when I'm saying recorded, to recorded in a particular period. So if I am saying we are doing accounting for 2023 and 24, means start from 1/4/2023 to what? 31st March 2024. So we are preparing SOPL and balance sheet for this period. So income is earned for that period, even though received or not received in this year. So it should be earned for this particular year. It should be earned for this particular year. Expense should be incurred for this particular year. Expense should be incurred for this particular year. Correct? Means Just try to understand. If suppose this is what SOPL of 23-24, any income earned earned but received, income earned and received, ठीक है? तो क्या नहीं say that income will come in SOPL, and what we receive, cash. Cash will go where? In balance sheet. Understood? Double effect. Journal entry is what? Cash account debit to income. Cash account debit to income earned and received. Income earned and received. Okay? Now income earned but not received. Income earned but not received. So whether it will come in SOPL? Yes. Yes. Income earned but not received. Not received means cash तो नहीं आया. So it become income receivable. It will become income receivable. So we will say income receivable. I hope you are understanding. So what journal entry we have done? Income receivable to income. Income receivable to income. Income receivable is an asset. Receivable. Whatever is receivable is a asset. Understood? When I say income received but not earned. Income received but not earned. Not yet earned. It is not an earned. Correct? For example, I receive advance from you. The amount received, but it is not an income of this year because till now I have not started batch. Can I say it will be income of that year in which we start batch? I receive in advance. The income received but not yet earned. Whether it will come in SOPL? No, Baba, no, it will not come in SOPL. Correct? But cash to आया ना? Cash आया. Means it become a liability. So cash account debit to we say pre-received income. And pre-received income is what? A liability. Double effect हुआ ना? So it become pre-received income. Oh. Understood. Are you able to understand? Correct? Have you understood? Have you understood this point? I hope you have understood. So can I say in SOPL income received and receivable both will come, but that should be earned for that particular year. So what is more important? More important term earned, and more important word is what? Incurred. So when it will be earned, how we'll understand it is earned? For that we need to learn accounting standard. Okay, at what point of time it will be earned? For that advanced discussion na? In CA foundation bacha discussion. In inter maha discussion. Means you'll see, अच्छा sir, this we need to study. Abhi to we have done only recording. The when it is recorded, at what point of time it will be earned? That will learn from accounting standard. Means our accounting standard. Sir, what is accounting standard, sir? So you are saying accounting standard, sir. We don't know accounting standard. Accounting standard is a policy document. So policy document means what? So what is the meaning of policy? Accounting policy document. Sir, what is the meaning of accounting policy, sir? Sir, I will define now. You should have patience. Patience. So there is some accounting standard. In simple word, I say rules and regulation of accounting. Given by our godfather. Who is our godfather? ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. So we'll become member of ICAI. And ICAI is our godfather. So we need to respect whom? ICAI. So we need to respect their syllabus. If you will not study from their syllabus, will you pass? No. So will you study from ICAI study material or reference book? ICAI study material, sir. Means if my study material is not as per ICAI syllabus, you should reject it, na? आग लगा देना. You have matchbox? Understood? Correct. Yes, sir. मजा आ रहा है? Means थोड़ा सा और accrual concept, because this is the area where I have seen student confused. Lot of. ठीक है? Now, can you give me some journal entry? What is journal entry of expense payable? Expense payable, it can be salary payable, it can be any other expense payable. What is journal entry of expense payable? What is the meaning of expense payable? Expense payable means what? Expense incurred but not yet paid. So whether it is an expense of current year, expense incurred but not yet paid. So whether it is an expense of current year, so one expense account, expense account debit to means what you will say? Expense. Why it is an expense, batao? Because has been incurred in current year. To what? Expense payable. Expense payable. 1 minute. I'm coming to. Once you raise and I have seen your head. Go just try to understand. I'll come to you once I complete it, na. And doubt might have come because I have not completed it. It is quite possible once I complete it, you say मजा आ गया. Correct na? Yes sir. सुनो, ठीक है ना? I know you have raised hand. It is my obligation to ask you. ठीक है? Already I have said. Expense payable means what? It is incurred but not yet paid. Therefore, it become expense of current year. The increase in expense will be what? Increase in expense will be बोलना debited and not yet paid means payable in future. Payable in future means liability. The increase in liability will be what? Credited. Oh ho. Rules तो हो गया. Rules you have understood? Correct? This is the point number A. This expense payable is also known as by one Ghatiya account name outstanding expense. That is Maha Bakwas account name. Once you become CA, you will never use this name outstanding expense. Outstanding means what? What is the meaning of outstanding? No, no, no. Outstanding means what? You are outstanding today. I said you are outstanding today. It means what? Today you are outstanding. Tomorrow means outstanding is a particular point of time. So it can be payable, it can be receivable on balance sheet date. So outstanding is not a correct term. Correct term is expense payable. And therefore I have written expense payable because now you move from CA foundation to CA inter. However, ICI is using the same term outstanding expense chalega but will not use. Have you understood this point? Am I right or not? Now, understood this much? Expense account debit to outstanding expense. Okay. Now your doubt. Huh? Means I know your nervous system. Teaching from how many days? Teaching from how many days? How many years, sir? How many years? 15. What is your age? Only 3 years gap. Correct now. So my experience is near to your age. Am I right? And if I count the student life, so I started CA doing CA in 2001. It is more than your age. Don't count my age. I don't look like, but I have experience. ठीक है? बोला रे. ठीक है? The outstanding expense and expense payable are same, but we should not use the term outstanding expense. This is not a correct term. चलेगा? But ICI is using, therefore we are also using. Am I right? Yes sir. Second, बताओ. Expense payable हो गया. Then prepaid expense. What is the meaning of prepaid expense? Paid but not incurred. Oh, correct. Paid but not incurred. So it is not an expense. Will you open expense account? Will you open expense account? It is not an expense only. Can you open expense account? No, Baba, no. Will not open expense account. Understood. Correct. Are you able to understand? So which account will open? Prepaid expense. Prepaid expense is what? Asset. Why it become asset? It means from any expenditure, if benefit derived in future, that become an asset. From any expenditure, if benefit will be derived in future, it become a asset. Understood? You have done one expenditure. If benefit received, it become expense. If benefit derived in future, it become a asset. So normally, what journal entry we do? Prepaid expense account debit to what? We say expense. Why? Because initially when you have done payment, it might happen you have recorded in expense account. Means once you have done payment, that time you are not knowing whether it is incurred or not incurred. That time your accountant will pass month entry expense account debit to bank. But at the end we do some adjustment entry. So it is not an expense, decrease in expense. We are decreasing our expense. Understood? Already recorded in expense account initially, and now we are decreasing the expense. So decrease in expense and increase in asset. Decrease in expense will be what? Decrease in expense will be created and increase in asset will be debited. Have you understood this point? Correct. Any doubt? Have you understood? Correct. Have you understood? Why cash is not coming? Why cash is not coming? Because initially क्या होता है ना, practice. I am saying just delete it, the doubt. Normally what happen once you have paid. So when you have paid, your accountant was not, means accountant of business was not knowing whether it is incurred or not incurred. Then he have passed journal entry because he was a nalayak na. He is accountant, not chartered accountant. We know about this na. Accountant does not know. There is a huge difference between accountant and chartered accountant. Yes or no? We are doing accounting class or chartered accountancy class. The difference is chartered. Chartered means expert, private, expert. Have you seen chartered plane? What is chartered plane? Means it is important now. Some important person will go there. Yes or no? We are chartered accountant. We are not accountant. We are chartered accountant. We are chartered accountant. देख रहे हो? I am saying we are chartered accountant. You seeing the confidence? Correct? Abhi you ask some accountant. I am accountant. There is a lot of difference na. Lot of difference is CA and non-CA. Correct? So abhi accountant has done one journal entry. Expense account debit to bank. Initially they have done this journal entry. Understood? Because he was not knowing whether it is incurred or not incurred. Some rent paid. So he has done journal entry, rent account debit to bank. But at the end, we found that, array, this is not incurred only. This is an expense of next year. So at the end, we do some adjustment entry. Then what we'll do? We'll open what? Which account? Prepaid expense account. So we'll say increase in asset and decrease in what? Expense. So already it is paid now. With the first journal entry, payment journal entry has been done. Now we are just nullifying this because that was not correct. That was not correct. Understood? Have you understood? So these are adjustment entry at the end. If you remember, trial balance used to be given with some adjustment. So adjustment we do at the end. Na? Payment has been done during the year, but adjustment entry we do at the end. You remember adjustment entry? So these are all adjustment entry. Correct? Have you understood why I am saying prepaid expense to expense? Correct? Have you understood? Bolo. Any doubt? Then next point. Point number income receivable. What is the meaning of income receivable? Income earned but not yet received. Badao. Not yet received. So what account will, what journal entry will do? Income receivable na? Income receivable. Account debit to what? Income. Why income? Because it is an income of current year, because earned but not received. Not received means receivable. Receivable is an asset. So it is increase in what? Asset. And increase in income. Means in all we are applying modern rules. In this we can't apply golden rules. Understood? This income receivable is also known as outstanding income, or also better term is accrued income. We also call it what? Accrued income, because income has been accrued even though not received. Similarly, this is also known as what? Accrued expense. It is also known as what? Accrued expense. The expense has been accrued but not yet paid. The accrued expense we can use. This is the correct term. But normally we use expense payable more. Correct? In balance sheet, etc. This outstanding expense to ghatiya naam. Then one last. Pre-received income. Pre-received income means what? Income received but not yet earned. So not yet earned means whether it is an income of current year. No. So first receive, what journal entry we have done? Is our accountant has done the journal entry? Cash account debit to income. The first of this journal entry has been done. Cash account debit to income. Understood? So when it was received, our accountant has done this journal entry because he was not named, because he was accounted. Cash account debit to income. Now at the end you will go, you will do audit and you say, Arey nalayak, you don't know anything. So you will do some adjustment entry na? Arey bolna nahi, yes. So what journal entry will do? Well, it is not an income, so you will cancel income na. The income will decrease. Income account debit to, and it will become liability. Liability will be created. It will be pre-received income. Means this is decrease in income and increase in liability. We are decreasing income. Why we are decreasing income? Because it is not an income of current year. Not an income of current year. Have you understood? Yes, sir. Well, can I give you one question? This much have you understood? Correct. Understood? I think you have understood. You are writing also, na? Writing? Example. Salary paid for 2003-2004 is 2 lakh. Salary payable at beginning of the year is 5,000. Salary payable at year end, at the end of the year, is 10,000. Let us assume there is some prepaid salary also. Prepaid salary at beginning how much? 20,000. And prepaid salary at year end is suppose 15,000. Quite possible. Understood? So you need to find out how much is the salary expense. This type of question have you done in CA Foundation? You have done. Have you done plus minus or you have done account? Account you have done or plus minus? Account you have done. So let us prepare account. So how many account will prepare? One is salary payable account. Therefore I am explaining na. Concept I am explaining. You have done in one account. That is shortcut. Let us go with concept. Shortcut to we can derive. For passing C exam there is no shortcut. Correct? If we go shortcut, so they will say come long time. Understood? Well, then take multiple attempt. Understood? Don't go shortcut. We'll go what? Slowly with full concept. Okay? Understood? Salary payable. And there is one prepaid salary account. And there is what? One more salary account, na? One more salary account. Bata. What is the opening balance of salary payable? Salary payable is a liability, na? And prepaid is what? Asset. The liability will always have which balance? Credit balance. So we'll start with what? Opening balance. What is the opening balance? Opening balance is 5,000, na? 5,000. And what is the opening balance of prepaid salary? That is an asset. Asset will have what? Debit balance. That is given what? Prepaid salary how much? 20,000. This to you have understood. Correct. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? Means this was the salary payable at the beginning. Means can salary payable at last year and previous year end? Means it was what? Expense of last year. Not paid in last year. So will be paid in current year? Will be paid in current year. Understood? Correct. Means can I say if paid in current year, the current year salary should decrease. So what journal entry will do? Because it is already paid, your liability will decrease. So salary payable account debit to salary. What journal entry will pass? Means salary payable account debit to salary. Means can I say we are closing this account? If I am writing 5,000 this side, it is automatically closed. Salary payable account debit to salary. Means it is one type of closing that account because it is already paid. Salary payable account debit to salary. And this will go to which account? We write down by what? Salary payable. How much? 5,000. This you have understood. Correct. What do you mean by prepaid salary? At the beginning. Yes, very good. It was paid in last year, but it was not an expense of last year. It was prepaid. So it was paid in last year, but not expense of last year. It is an expense of current year. So can I say current year this prepaid salary will decrease and expense will increase. So what journal entry will do? Expense account debit to prepaid salary. Expense account debit to prepaid. So your expense will increase. So what journal entry will do? Batao. By what? Salary. So you have done salary account debit to prepaid salary. Are you able to understand? Correct. And in salary account what I done to what? Prepaid salary. How much? 20,000. In simple what can I say? Opening payable. This is opening asset. So opening payable, opening liability will come in credit side and opening asset will come what? In debit side. We can say in this way also. बोलना है सुनो. Then how much salary has been paid in the current year? How much paid? 2 lakh. This is paid towards journal entry. Salary account debit to cash or bank. So salary account debit to cash or bank. How much? I am writing to cash or bank because we don't know payment has been done in cash or bank. Understood? Correct. Then they have given two more case. What is the salary payable at year end? So salary payable at year end means what? Means it is an expense of current year but not yet paid. It is an expense of current year but not yet paid. Payable in future. What journal entry will do? Salary account debit to salary payable. So salary account debit to salary payable means expense account debit to expense payable. Correct. So we'll do salary account debit to salary payable. How much? 10,000. And this will also recorded in which account? Salary payable account. You read on what? By salary. How much? 10,000. Understood? Last, prepaid salary at the end. So at the end means what? It is paid in current year but not an expense of current year. Paid already recorded as an expense, but it is not an expense of current year. So we'll increase our asset and decrease our expense. We'll say prepaid salary to salary. Prepaid salary account debit to salary. So prepaid salary to salary. We write down here what? By prepaid salary. How much? What is the amount? 15,000. And we write down here prepaid salary to salary. How much? 15,000. Done. Understood? Now at the end we'll do closing. The difference between this account will be an expense, and expense will go to which account? So we'll say by PL account. So how much will go to PL account? Batao. 2 lakh 10,000. Means this is an expense of current year. This was not an expense of current year. So this is an expense on which basis? Accrual basis. This is accrual concept. This is known as accrual concept. Understood? This is accrual concept. Entire accounting is based on accrual concept. Very important concept of accounting. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, we will close it. We'll write down by balance. Carry down. This will go to balance sheet. This 15,000 will go to balance sheet. In asset side, very good. Asset side. And this also will close to balance carried down. This will go to what? Liability side, very good. Means you are a good student. This is what? Go to liability side. Very good. Excellent. Done. So accrual accounting, I have given the concept. One I have done, one you will do as homework. Today this much only. Okay. One I have done, one you do as homework. Okay. Chalega? Yes, sir. Madam. Example. Interest earned 3,13,000. Accrued interest at year beginning 20,000. Accrued interest at year end is 35,000. Pre-received interest at year beginning, it is, let us assume, 10,000. Correct? Pre-received interest at year end, let us assume 12,000. I have given interest earned, interest earned for 2023-24. Prepare which account? Prepare all account. All account. All account means all three account. This will be homework. Only one homework. Go home, revise 1 second, pass journal entry. Because when you will do, if you are finding difficulty, so it means you need to ask me 1 second. If you are not finding difficulty, means you have understood. Chalega. So this is in income account. I have done what? Expense account. So you need to think income ways. Chalega. So I think this much today. Okay, 2-3 class will only discuss basics. Then we'll enter into what? C enter. Correct. Any doubt you have, you can ask me before I leave. Understood? Thank you very much for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day. Bye bye. Hello. Hello.